What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Lumber Tycoon 2 and all of the mysteries that it contains. So, I was literally shown a leaked image. I'm not going to show you the leaked image because it's probably a leaked image, but it was from last year anyway, a missed item. I'm not sure, we've never missed a pumpkin. So, it's a pumpkin, now you know. Although, what makes me suspicious of it is that I was shown in June, and it's supposed to be an October item, so I don't know why it's in the game now, but apparently it was from, like, last year. So, what that made me do is wonder what other items are inside of the game that's not used. So we know we got the skull, we got the box scoop head, we've got pink neon wires that I know because I've got on my base thanks to Hoofer. Thank you, Hoofer. So I was like, what other items are there? What could there possibly be that I don't have that I could probably never ever get? So I did a little look online, and what I found surprised me. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know these items were in the game. It completely shocked me. So let's go through this list, and I'm gonna go through 5 items on this list that I think are really, really cool that maybe should be added back. But I'm going to go through one extra one, which is the eerie skull, and I'm going to tell you what that does. And yeah, so the first item is actually of the neon lights. So not only do we have the pink neon light, which was planned for Link's logic, that's where it was going to be. We also had the magenta icicle lights. So this was going to be probably a Christmas item, and this would make sense because it would be along with the yellow ones, the red ones, and the blue ones, and you're also going to have a purple one. Well, magenta. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So we have magenta lights here that may get added in the future. You know, we're never going to run out of Christmas things, so we might get an extra light, and will the magenta ones be added? Unless the magenta were like the very first type of lights, you know, like the beta, alpha, blue, pink. Maybe magenta is kind of like the alpha lights, you know? The next thing I found on here is the figures. So, there was a guy called the Figure, and it was an NPC, and you can go up to him, and you'd be able to talk to him, and he would just say, buy this thing, and if you was to say yes, it would say, too bad, which is really, really weird. But, yeah, we had an NPC figure there, and not only did we have that NPC, we had another NPC called the Lumber Guy, I believe it was. And he had an axe as well, but the axe didn't really work. The lumber guy didn't really work. So it says here, the lumberman is an NPC that only exists within the game files. It contains an axe that does not work properly. Although it's inaccessible, it has a shopping dialogue that can never be used because no store has been assigned. So we will never, unless there is a brand new store going to be added. We never ever know, but lumberman is right there. He could get added. There is a dialogue apparently, but it's probably unlikely to be added. Unlike other NPCs, it has an animation of an old player from when it stopped. So I presume that means like the animation of this lumberman was like probably the R16 characters or something. I'm not too sure which one they use now, R5, R15 or R16. I have no idea. That's too many to count. And now there's the realistic human looking ones, and I'm like, whoa. Okay, but moving on, the next one is of the black work light box. So the black work light box was an item on the retirement stand. Its reason for being on the stand still remains a mystery to this day. On the 13th of June 2016, the box was replaced with the chopped saw and the wire. Very interesting. So we have like an exact date there. If we was to use like a Wayback Machine on Roblox, we could go back to that date and see what Roblox was like back then. I would see what Lumber Tycoon was like, and I would want to see that thing because it sounds pretty cool. And the next thing is of the VIP pre-alpha boxes, the VIP room. So, the VIP room is a room that contains pre-alpha items that serve for testing purposes. Only Defaultio, Epic Yummer, Player, and Player 1 could enter the room. Upon entering, they would automatically receive the access to the internal items. The items that were inside are the stone axe, which when opened will give you the alpha axe for unknown reasons. Well, I think I know the reason. It's because the stone axe is probably not an actual physical holdable item, or if it is, it's probably on Defaulto's computer and not in the game to stop hackers from getting it. That's probably the reason. But a modified version of the Fair Sawmill Conveyors Dynamite Worklight modified conveyors, and a drawing of a car called Text that will give a null error because it exonerates no value for this item. It's impossible to access it by normal means unless the server has some problem that is not reading the script. However, this is almost impossible to happen. There is also a VIP room script, a green phase, that is related to 10,000 money. However, the reason for writing this is unknown. So maybe Defaultio was going to do a little testing of a VIP thing, and then he realized, the VIP didn't really fit the game. So maybe he never really added it. But I do remember I have many people say to me, I had like a little room appear to me in this location. I'm like, but why? I've never seen it, but yeah, I've had many people tell me that they've seen it. But the next thing is of the gold axe is the best axe inside the Lumber Tycoon. I remember when this axe was added. The axe deals 50 damage to any tree, which would chop down the tree up 4 times. However, phantom wood is excluded from this, and the axe must deal up to 1 error 7 damage to chop it. Due to exploiters managing to obtain this axe, Defaultio removed it from attainability, banning any users who were to possess it, despite it never being on sale. Its price was 60 money. Wow. If I could have got that, that would have been so crazy. But, do you know another item that is banned? Like, if you get hold of it, you're going to get banned. If you come across this item, you do not want to save it to your base because it is the Eerie Skull. You're probably like, the Eerie Skull? I've heard of that before. Why is it not in the game? Why have we not seen it for so long? Well, I have an answer right here, and it says the Eerie Skull was an item planned for the release of 2016 Halloween update, along with the Dark Pumpkins and the Preserved Ostrich Eye. Its release was cancelled by Defaultio, however, due to exploiters spawning it in before the update. It was removed permanently, causing anyone who owned this item to subsequently be banned. So if you saved this item to your base and you loaded it up, you would have been banned from the game. Because reasons. Because hackers, that's why. But overall, if there was no hacks at all, then we wouldn't have this problem. But it doesn't matter now, because it's a very cool item that now serves a great use to stop the hackers. But that is all of the items in today's video. If you did like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this from the channel, then make sure to turn your notification bells on. That way, you get to stay up to date whenever I upload a video on the channel. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.